Hello children, in the previous video we have discussed about acids bases. So now in this video we are going to discuss about the classification of acid. Some classification we have done previously. Now on the basis of concentration. So on the basis of concentration we can say कि acids can be dilute acid, it can be concentrated acid. So concentration of an acid, what it tells? It tells कि the amount of water which is present in the acid, not tells us, it tells us the amount of water which is present in the acid and not at all the strength of the acid. Okay, strength of an acid, it is the measure of the concentration of hydronium ion H3O ion, ठीक है, which produces in its aqueous solution. Clear? Again I am repeating कि concentration of an acid, it tells us कि how much amount of water it is present in the acid, and it doesn't tell कि at the amount of strength which is present in the acid. Okay, strength of an acid, it is determined by the measure of concentration of hydronium ion which it will produce in its aqueous solution. Okay, so another way we can say that concentration of an acid means the amount of acid which is present in a definite amount of its aqueous solution. So on that basis, an acid which is containing very small amount of water or no water, it is known as concentrated acid. Okay, while we can say कि an acid which contains more amount of water than its own mass, it is known as dilute acids. So the strength of an acid, it depends on the degree of ionization and the concentration of hydronium ion produced by that acid in its aqueous solution. Okay, so now come to the next part, preparation of acids. So how these acids can be prepared? So there are different methods of its preparation. So first method, it is by synthesis, or we can say by direct combination. What happens in this? Binary acid means the acid which is containing two elements. So the acid which is containing two elements, it can be prepared by this method. So what happens in this? Hydrogen when combined with non-metal, it will form acid. Suppose we can say hydrogen H2 when it will combine with non-metal, that means any non-metal, chlorine, what it forms? It will form hydrochloric acid. Okay, 2 to this. Clear? Synthesis method. Now next is by action of water on non-metallic oxide, or we can say acidic oxide. Acidic oxide, they are also known as acidic anhydride. So these acidic oxides, when they dissolve in water, they give acid. Acidic oxide, when they dissolve in water, they give acid. Suppose we take any acidic oxides, sulfur dioxides, SO2. When it dissolved in water, H2O. Sulfur dioxide when dissolves in water, it will form sulfurous acid, H2SO3, sulfurous acid. ठीक है. Any other example we can take? Carbon dioxide when dissolved in water, it will form carbonic acid. Carbonic acid H2CO3. So like this, acidic oxide when dissolved in water, it will give acids. Now by this method only oxyacids can be prepared. Okay. Another point is कि nitrogen dioxide, it is also called mixed or double acidic anhydride. Why they are called mixed or double acid anhydride? Because two acids, one nitrous acid HNO2 and nitric acid, that means HNO3, are formed when this nitrogen dioxide, it get dissolved or it reacts with water. This is nitrous acid and this is nitric acid. So when a question comes ki why nitrogen dioxide is called mixed or double acid anhydride, we can say ki because two acids, nitrous acid and nitric acid, they are formed when this reacts with water. Okay. Now third is by oxidation of non-metals. Any non-metal, we can say sulfur, phosphorus, they are oxidized by concentrating nitric acid to form sulfuric or phosphoric acid. So let us take the example. See, we take any non-metal, suppose sulfur. Okay, sulfur when reacts with acid. Okay, any acid, HNO3. So when it reacts with nitric acid, what it forms? It will form H2SO4 and water oxide, that means NO2. Two, 6. Now it is finished. 6. Okay. So nitrogen dioxide, acid, sulfuric acid, water as well as nitrogen dioxide is formed when non-metal, it reacts with nitric acid. Okay. Now next preparation method is by displacement. Normal salts of more volatile acids, they are displaced by a less or non-volatile acids. Pay attention student, normal salts of more volatile acids, they are displaced by a less or non-volatile acid. For example, we can say ki both HCl as well as HNO3, that means both hydrochloric acid and nitric acid, they are prepared by sulfuric acid. Okay, so let's see how. Salt, we can take NaCl, less volatile acid, less volatile is H2SO4. What it forms? Salt. Salt is NaHSO4, that means sodium bisulfate and more volatile acid. More volatile acid is HCl. Okay, so salt, that is NaCl, when it reacts with less volatile acid, it will form a salt, that is sodium bisulfate, along with more volatile acid, that means HCl, hydrochloric acid. So this was about the preparation of acids. Now come to properties of acids. When we talk about physical properties of acids, first is taste. We know that acids, they have a sour taste. Okay. Mineral acids such as sulfuric acid and nitric acid, they are corrosive in nature, therefore they shouldn't be tasted. Okay. Now come to the physical state of these acids. Some of the acids, they are solid, while some they are liquid at room temperature. Okay. For example, solid acid, we can take citric acid, tartaric acid, oxalic acid, phosphoric acid. These are all solid in nature. Okay. Now some of these acids, they are volatile acids which vaporizes easily. That means they vaporizes at room temperature. Liquid acids, they are formic acid, carbonic acid, hydrochloric acid. Okay. Sulfuric acid, this is non-volatile acid, but they are also it is also liquid acids. Okay. Now third point is in the physical properties of acid, it is its effect on skin. We know that all mineral acids, they have corrosive action on the skin. Okay. And when they are having corrosive action, ultimately they will give painful burns and blisters all. So concentrated sulfuric acid, it can turn the skin black also. Concentrated nitric acid makes yellow, and concentrated hydrochloric acid, it gives amber color to the skin. But mineral acids such as carbonic acid and organic acids, they are not corrosive at all. Okay. Now one most important thing I want to tell you, these acids, what they do, they change the colors of indicators also. What are indicators? Indicators, these are the complex substances which changes color, or we can say that acquires distinct colors in both these acidic and basic medium. Okay. For example, litmus indicator, which is a natural coloring matter which is obtained from certain lichens on dissolving in distilled water. Or red cabbage extract, which is also a natural indicator. It remains red in acidic solution but turns green in basic solution. More names of the indicators are litmus, methyl orange, phenolphthalein. And what will be the color change in acidic medium? Litmus, it changes from blue to red. Methyl orange, it changes from orange color to pink color. Phenolphthalein, it remains colorless. So there are also substances whose smell or odor changes in acidic or basic mediums. So those type of indicators, they are known as olfactory indicators. Now the next point is, these acids, they are electrolytes. Electrolytes, that means which conduct electricity in aqueous state. Okay. So these are all the physical properties. First, taste, that means acids has a sour taste. Second, physical state, some of the acids, they are solid or liquid at room temperature. Third, effect on skin, that means they have corrosive action on skin also. Fourth, they change colors of indicators. And the last one is, they are electrolyte, that means they conduct electricity in aqueous solution.